So now we're pretty much getting to the end of the Steven Seagal marathon. I'm sure some people are like, thank God, including me, because I'm trying to make the videos entertaining. If they're not, I apologize. I'm trying my best. But a lot of these movies with Steven Seagal, they don't give me much help. Just a lot of them lately are just a pile of nothing. Contract to Kill came out December 2016. It was one of 7 movies that he was in for the year 2016. He once again has a fucking goatee. He once again is bloated as fuck. He once again has these yellow tinted, piss yellow sunglasses that I want to take off and piss on and throw in his face. He once again is talking even fucking slower, if that's possible. He's once again mumbling through any dialogue that you need fucking subtitles for it. And once again, like, even like the last film, End of a Gun, it's such a pile of nothing. And I'm thankful that this is the last film I'm talking about. I'm going to do 2 more videos. A fun video just for shits and giggles. JCVD versus Seagal. My thoughts on both. Since now I have reviewed all of Van Damme's films, I have a playlist of those, and all of Seagal's films, and I have a playlist of those. I'll put them down below for that in the next few videos for those interested. So I reviewed pretty much all of Van Damme and pretty much all of Seagal's films. I also want to do another video, my final thoughts on Seagal. I'm not sure which will come first. More likely I'll upload those 2 the same day. And of course, I'm almost 2 minutes in, and I haven't talked about the movie because I need help from IMDb as to what the plot of the movie is. I really do. Seagal is a CIA/DEA enforcer. Of course, he's always with the CIA. Every other fucking movie has to do with the CIA. No almost. It's insane. Why don't you just get a job with the CIA if you're so fucking got your mouth on the CIA's cock so much? Why don't you get a job there? Well, now you're a Russian citizen, so... Investigating Arab terrorists who were captured in Mexico. He's got a team of 2 people. One is this FBI agent who's a female, and all she's there is to look sexy and go to bed with Seagal. She tries to have 2 fight scenes. Well, she kills one guy. Well, kind of 3. One, she gets beaten up and knocked out. She's trying to do her best. Another where she stabs a guy, and then a third where she gets beat up. The other person of the team is a guy who flies drones, spy drones with a remote control. And this guy's played by Russell Wan, who is the bad guy in Romeo Must Die with Jet Li. They go to Istanbul, they uncover a plot dealing with these terrorists. They're planning to use Mexican drug smuggling routes to bring deadly weapons, as well as leaders, into the U.S. To prevent an attack on America, Seagal and his 2 buddies, the female and the guy from Romeo Must Die, Russell Wan, they try to pit these 2 Mexican drug guys and Arab terrorists to fight amongst themselves and do a couple things. Once again, like End of a Gun, this is such a boring, dull as fuck movie. This is so instantly forgettable that it's insane that a movie like this could be made in today's age. People are like, you're being harsh. No, I can literally mention 100 direct-to-video films that are better than this, that are good for being a direct-to-video action film. Hell, the director made Hunt to Kill. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Gary Daniels and Eric Roberts. That's a fun little movie. Blood and Bone with Michael Jai White. Undisputed 2 and 3. I know they're coming out with a 4th. Ninja 2, Shadow of a Tear. Wake of Death with Van Damme. Other Van Damme stuff, The Shepherd, Border Patrol. 6 Bullets. Replicant. In Hell. JCVD. Okay, Or The Order. That's a direct-to-video film with Van Damme. That's a fun movie. It's not boring. How about Jeff Speakman's Deadly Outbreak? How about Riot with Gary Daniels? Rage and Recoil with Gary Daniels? They're a hell lot better than this. How about you look at, let's pick an actor, Dolph Lundgren, the Russian specialist, and Command Performance, where he's a fucking drummer in a rock band, and bad guys come in, and it's Die Hard at a rock concert, and Seagal is kicking ass and stabbing people with guitars and fucking people with drumsticks. I'd rather be watching that movie than this shit. What do you get here? In the first fucking 5 minutes, you get Istanbul, 2 men are shot. Then it goes to Juarez, Mexico. Juarez, I feel like an idiot to not know where Juarez is. And I had to look it up. I know I feel like an idiot. But I'm not the best with geography. That and math are the two that I'm not the best. Yeah, Mexican state. Just want to double check. So in the first 5 minutes, Istanbul, 2 men are shot. Then we cut to Juarez, some thin tunnel, Seagal, and some horrible green screen, so he wasn't really there. And then cut to literally a black fucking screen, and some white gunshots pop up. Pew, pew, pew. Imagine this entire thing's black, and you see white pa pa pa, white pa pa pa, white pa pa pa, white pa pa pa. And then it cuts to Sonora, where Seagal is being talked to by this guy to take this mission for like 5 fucking minutes to be convinced. But in the first 5 minutes, we've gone to 3 fucking locations. Istanbul, Juarez, this thin tunnel, and Sonora. 3 locations in 5 fucking minutes. And then the next 5 minutes, Seagal being convinced to do this job. He goes up to this waitress being picked on by these 2 guys, and Seagal keeps saying, "This is my baby, this is my baby." Has a 30-second fight where he knocks these 2 guys out. Then a long, drawn-out, boring-ass scene where he's talking to this guy, where he's saying, you're not Mexican, you're Arab. So what's going on? He gets his team together, the female FBI agent, and this guy who can fly spy drones with a remote control. And that's Russell Wong, again, the bad guy from Romeo Must Die. And we first see him, he has his drone with this machine gun that for some reason blows up the woman's car, just to show what he can do. Of course, he didn't have to blow up the car, he could have just shot some trees, or could have shot, there's plenty of other stuff he could have shot, but, just saying. So Seagal has those 2 people working for him. A lot is a very, very talky movie about Seagal, you can practice your own religion, but pay your tax to me. It's like a monkey fucking a football. And I'm like, what? A monkey fucking football? Fuck you! And you're the monkey. Let monkey fuck your face. Maybe the jizz will get some adrenaline pumping, so you could be alive. I used to say Van Damme was a zombie in a lot of his movies. He's fucking Bub from the original Day of the Dead. That's what Van Damme is in those movies compared to fucking Seagal. Remember so anytime I see Van Damme now in those older straight-to-video, I said he's like a zombie. I'm like, no, he's a zombie, but he's Bub from George Romero's Day of the Dead compared to Seagal's fucking lazy, dead ass. Does it seem like he doesn't want to be there? He seems like a walking corpse. Even more so than anything I've seen with Van Damme. I'm not even fucking joking. I'm not even fucking over-exaggerating. If you think I'm over-exaggerating, watch End of a Gun, Sniper Special Ops, this film. You tell me, after you watching those 3 films back to back to back. And this movie barely has any action. It's not really an action movie. It's trying to be a thriller, but it fucking fails because there's no thrills. I got more thrills watching fucking... My brain's dead. I can't even think of fucking Steel Magnolias. Has more fucking thrills than this. And I've never even seen Steel Magnolias. But I could bet my fucking dollar that that or Fried Green Tomatoes, those movies have more thrills than this fucking movie. I've never even seen them. Just saying their fucking titles gives me more thrills. Like, oh shit, I don't ever want to see them. Than this entire fucking flick. So after saying that stupid dialogue about Monty fucking a football, he can go fuck himself. The three come upon the bad guys having a meeting in this hotel. Russell Wan has his drone looking. Seagal comes up to his empty room to, I guess, listen. The girl is there for a distraction to get some info. Seagal fights these two guys on a stairwell. It takes 30 seconds. The bad guys really easily find the drone because it's right out, like, not right outside the window, but they can see, like, hey, what's that? That's a drone. Did you send that drone? No. Did you send that drone? The reason these two parties start fighting with each other is because they're fucking idiots. I'm like, are you trying to do, like, trying to get two guys to kill the other? If you're trying to do that, I'll watch, you know, The Man with No Name. I'll watch Bruce Willis's Last Man Standing. I'll watch many other actual good movies for that shit. If that's what you're trying to do, movie. Seagal comes out after they've been found out, fights this guy or two with a knife, follows in their car, and he had this long extended, boring as hell, where he talks really so slow. And he's driving this yellow car, and I guess the reason him and then this other woman is following in a taxi to make one bad guy thinks that the other bad guy is with them and vice versa. Try to get them to be mad at each other. Long extended, boring shit. The higher-ups want those three to be pulled out before the job's finished. More talk. A lot of Seagal sitting on his ass on a chair. Tons of exposition. For fuck's sake, being dull as hell. Trying to get these two groups to hate each other and distrust each other. So much exposition in this film. So talky. And it doesn't help that Seagal's mumbling so fucking. Yeah, but something we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna. I'm like, what? Can you come with subtitles, Seagal, or can you actually look like you DV fuck? Please? Maybe you picture a fucking Burger King coming to your door, then maybe you'll get some adrenaline pumping in that goatee of yours. And get rid of those stupid fucking yellow pissy looking glasses. The FBI girl takes her clothes off and has sex with Seagal. I'm like, okay. She fights this bad guy who arrives there, gets knocked out by this needle. Seagal punches one guy, hits him hard in the head with a pipe. Spews more exposition out of his ass. Seagal and Russell Wan get to where the bad guys are at. Fights this one guy, throws a knife at his neck. Woman kills this one guy with a knife. I guess Seagal and Russell Wan call backup because you have a bunch of guys in this black garb. They kill most of the fucking bad guys. Then Seagal and Russell Wan go to this other place to get their partner, the girl. There's this one guy, after Seagal shoots a few, there's this one guy who's a terrorist who, I guess, makes bombs. And once in a while you get this shot of a little girl that looks like a flashback, but I don't think it is, looking up and seeing a plane exploding. I'll say why I'm not sure about that in a minute. This fucking movie makes me even confused whether a fucking scene that we see a couple times is a fucking flashback or not. Because like Seagal mentions that a plane exploded, but at the very end of the film, you see the same girl looking at the sky and see a plane go by and it doesn't explode. I'm like, so if you watch the film, you watch it, you explain it to me. You explain the shit to me. Because I'm like, didn't we see this girl earlier? She looked up, there was a plane exploded. Was that the same girl? Or am I just, the movie made me so brain dead that I couldn't put two and two together? I don't give a fuck. But yes, Seagal has this long chat with this guy who makes bombs, shoots him in the head. And then Russell Wan is fighting this guy outside. Seagal's fighting this one guy who grabs him, flips him, and says, "Go fuck your mother, asshole," in Spanish. Makes the other bad guy, shoot himself in the face. Which that's another common thing in a lot of these Seagal films, especially direct-to-video. People who have guns, they won't shoot afar. They'll come up right next to him so that Seagal can grab it or Seagal can make him shoot himself. That's a common thing I've noticed. And it ends with that, you know, the girl's safe, him and Russell Wan, they all go off their separate ways, and it ends with that little girl, and I'm like, sitting on the bench looking in the sky, and you see a plane fly by, and I'm like, wait, I thought that was a girl in the flashback. Was that a different girl? I guess so. Or I guess it's a different girl, but it's shot like it's a flashback. I don't care. And then it ends with Seagal going, this speech. I'm like, are you trying to make a speech like you did in Above the Law? But you're mumbling so much I can't understand what the fuck you're saying? And then it ends with, of course, we need a car. And he's driving the same fucking yellow car we saw earlier. And that's how the movie ends. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'll do more than that when I have my final thoughts of Seagal. But I'm tired of his shit. I'm tired of watching his fucking movies. I'm so glad this is the last fucking movie for this fucking marathon. I will never watch a fucking new Seagal film. I don't give a shit what's coming out. I will not fucking watch it. You'd have to pay me $100 fucking to do that shit. And no, that's not me saying it. Well, no one would be willing to pay me $100. No one would be paying me $1 fucking. These movies ain't worth $1 fucking. They're not worth the fucking spit that was made to make these fucking films. So many of them so goddamn shitty. I'm tired of talking about them. Contract to Kill, yeah, your career is killed. Maybe Van Damme had the contract. Because Van Damme won and you lost. You fat fuck. Oh, you're being so personal. No, Seagal made it personal against me by me sitting down watching so many of his fucking movies and him not giving a fuck. And if people like him, fine. But I will say, in all honesty, I think you're getting ripped off. Seagal could do a lot better, and he doesn't give a shit. And the sad thing is, he doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't give a shit about me. He doesn't give a shit. He only wants to get paid and go to Russia. Live in Russia, retire. I'll say more in the next few videos to end this. But Seagal, get the fuck out of my face. I mean, there'll be hardcore Seagal fans that pissed off at me. I love early Seagal. Above the Law, Marked for Death, Out for Justice. There's a handful of direct-to-video stuff I like. Urban Justice, Pistol Whipped. I don't mind The Keeper, Maximum Conviction, Into the Sun. But when you look at this, you look at End of a Gun, you look at The Perfect Weapon, not the good one with Jeff Speedman, that piece of shit with Seagal in it. You look at The Agent Connection, you look at Killing Salazar, you look at Sniper Special Ops, every single one. 7 fucking movies. 7 in 1 year. And now one of them is even halfway decent, even kind of decent. There's not one semi-halfway pinky nail decent of the bunch. Not fucking one. 7 movies he's in. 7. He's 0-7. That's a pretty fucking bad record for a year. That's pretty much his direct-to-video career. I watch shit like Gut Shot Straight. I watch shit like A Good Man. or forgettable crap like fucking Absolution, or Born to Raise Hell, or god awful shit like Against the Dark, or fucking Flight of Fury, or Submerge or Attack Force, or Black Dawn, or Shadow Man, or tons of others. God damn it.